Hi, and welcome to our podcast called Melvin.
Melvin.
My name is Tori, and this is Nicole, and today
Hello.
she's going to be talking about something. If you're new here, hello, welcome, love you. Please stay.
Welcome, please. Please stay.
We each do a research on a topic of some sort, whether or not it be strange, mysterious, a little weird, a little bit like, why the heck did somebody do that? We do a lot of those.
Yeah.
Like, what are you even doing? Or Nicole does a lot of those.
I definitely do.
And I just decide I need to smack myself in some way in order not to be too angry.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have like a compilation one day of Tori just doing this while I'm talking.
So I'm excited to know. Also kind of scared of what you're going to be talking about today.
Yeah. So today it's a rumor that this thing existed. Its only source that this organization ever existed is in one book, where this book was, I guess, exposing this society's secrets, and the society disbanded. Yeah. It's like, yeah, they think they're so cool. Here's what they did. Here's their secrets. Here's their initiation rituals. So we're talking about a Freemason guild.
Wait. Okay, so they have guilds with I guess that makes sense, yeah. I forgot exactly what Freemasons were, and then I realized,
because their origins are from Masonry. So what Freemasonry is kind of all over the place, because I've read so many things about it. I could probably do a video just on, like, here's what some people say it is, here's what other people say it is. But basically, Freemasons, their origin is from Masonry groups. They originally were founded as Freemasons to create guilds, to create like laws and rules to make sure that you were doing what you were supposed to, because they would build cathedrals, buildings, a lot of different things, especially in the church. But that society evolved itself to where it started having its own philosophies on things, and so the Catholic Church hates Freemasons. I even tried looking up, like, what exactly did they do that made the Catholics, like, if you're Catholic, you can't be a Freemason.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I tried looking it up because I was curious, like, what did they do? It might be on a good basis. Their argument is that their ideals don't align with the Catholic Church, because I guess their ideals don't fully respect Jesus. But then I read other ones where certain Freemasons that are Christians or Catholics, they still regard Jesus as like the ultimate carpenter. So I have I have so many conflicting answers.
Pretty sure my granddad was a Freemason. I don't know.
I don't know. I know that it could be one of those things where it just got skewed, and maybe a few people were against Catholic Church and then made a bad name for themselves. And so then it became nobody could do it. But basically, I read, like, most of the articles that I found were from Catholics were like, no, you can't be a Freemason. Like, that is the consistent thing. All of their reasons why are completely different on every single article that I read through.
That's funny.
Yeah. So we're
anyway, so we're talking about something different, though.
Yeah, I just wanted to give context in the fact that I'm like, I could do a whole other video on, like, why, and that might be a question that comes up. I will do that later if you are interested, because there's so much. Yeah, but today we're talking about a guild that was part of the Freemasons. It was, I don't know if a guild's the right word, but a guild seems to fit it the best, so I'm going to call it a guild. It was technically an order. Okay,
as a section, a branch off of, I can't speak words. Hello, welcome. This is what I do.
Hello.
So a section off of the branch of the main group.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah, because they always wanted to have, like, their fancy names and different rituals. It's basically like a really fancy club, if you think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this order was called Order of the Pug.
I briefly heard of the Order of the Pug. I know nothing about them. I just heard the name.
The only, like, official reference is from a book from, I guess, a disgruntled person that went to the university where this group was founded, and that's the only concrete, like, evidence of this. So I don't have a ton of information on them, but what I found was very weird. And so I was like, I need to tell y'all about it.
Order of the Pug. Did Pug stand for something, or they just decided
no, it's
we're
like,
going with Pug?
It's like the dog. Like it's legitimately the dog. Their rituals and stuff have to do with the dog. You're gonna find out. Are you ready? Are you ready for this journey?
Is the dog okay?
Yes, the dog is fine.
All right, let's
go. We're not talking about harming dogs at all in this video. Nothing necessarily. Okay, I don't want to say weird with the dog. They do things that, as humans, is weird. Okay. Yeah, you'll get what I'm saying when I mention it.
I'm a little scared.
So it was believed to be founded by Clemens August of Bavaria in response to a ban by Pope Clement the 12th, which prevented Catholics from becoming Freemasons, which is why I provided that backstory, because I know someone's going to ask why, and I'm going to be honest, I don't have a why yet. I have a million answers that could be why, but I don't know which one's it yet.
And you're like, that's going to take a solid 10 to 15 minutes of explaining.
Yeah. So that'd probably be another mini-sode or something later on if you guys are really curious, because I know I am, but it's just because I'm like, why? That's just, why so specific? Why do you all have different answers for why too?
It's a whole mountain of reasons.
So most Freemason groups only allowed men, but the Order of the Pug allowed women to become members as long as they were Catholic.
Okay, so this is a Catholic order.
It's a Catholic order. They basically founded it whenever he was like, you can't join a Freemason group because you're Catholic. And then it was a bunch of Catholics being like, watch me. And so they founded the Order of the Pug.
I see.
It was done out of rebellion.
This is confusing.
It is confusing. That's why I had to talk about it, because I read about it. And I'm like, I thought it was just going to be a dumb little, oh yeah, they dressed up as with a dog head or something. No, it's weird.
It's weirder than that?
Yeah. Oh, it gets real weird. So the pug was chosen as the symbol because it represents loyalty, trustworthiness, and steadiness. You have to remember, these are back when the pugs hadn't been bred to where their snouts are like a flat bus.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I was about to say.
They used to have the bigger muzzles, and then we bred them to where now they can't breathe. They still couldn't breathe when they're normal pugs, but now it's so much worse.
It was just slightly squishy, and now it's flat.
Like how that buses, sometimes they have a completely flat thing, and then the engine's underneath where the driver is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those poor things.
Aww.
Pugs are so cute, but I feel bad that they can't breathe. So if I ever get a pug, it's going to be one that's literally bred so that its muzzle's bigger, because I feel so bad for them.
Yeah. I love their little curly tails. Anyway, so repeat what the pugs stand for again?
It represents loyalty, trustworthiness, and steadiness.
That's where I'm I don't know about that, man.
I'm thinking about that one video of the pug. He likes to run. I run through the fields. I don't remember his name.
I don't. Oh no, what was his name? I'll look it up later.
Yes, we will look it up later. But there's a vine where it's a pug that's singing and running through a field, and it's so cute.
It is
so cute. So it was believed to be founded in France around 1740. And it spread to the Netherlands and Germany. So once it was founded, it kind of took off.
Wow, okay. I was expecting it just to stay in one section.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's in 3 different countries now.
Yeah, 3 different countries were part of this. A lodge was rumored to have existed in Bayreuth, and the members called themselves Mops, which is German for pug.
They called themselves Mops.
Mm-hmm. Each lodge had a female and a male lodge master who called themselves the Grand Pug, and they took turns every 6 months running the lodge.
The Grand Mop. I'm sorry.
Grand Mop.
I'm just thinking they're the cleaners.
Right.
They clean up the messes. That's why they were so...
It's learning what things are in different languages is so fun because sometimes you'll say something and someone will turn around and be like, what did you say? And I'm like, I'm talking about this. And then they're like, oh, in my language it means this. Like, oh, that's not at all what I was saying. Not it.
So I'm like, wow, that's funny.
Pugs are mops in German.
I love that. Let's go.
The Lodge Grand Master was always male, but the secretary and overseer positions could also be run by women. So you couldn't be the Lodge Master, but you could be other positions, which is pretty normal for that time. Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of progressive that they let women be secretaries and stuff anyway. So they were trying to be progressive. I do appreciate that. And the order was banned by Göttingen University in 1748.
Okay.
So in response, Lodge Louis of the Venerable Order of the Pug was formed in 1747 as a student society because they had rumors that the university was going to ban them. So they're like, watch, we're going to make a new lodge. You can't tell us what to do, shortly before they got banned anyway.
Beautiful, beautiful. The names are getting me, man.
Right. One of the reasons that they gave for closing the Order of the Pug was that the lodge fees and then how much control they had over their members gave the government a good excuse for them to be able to close it. They're like, okay, you guys are getting a little too much into your guild thing, and it's costing us money to upkeep your lodge because it's a college. So we're going to just shut you down. You can't do this anymore.
Was it becoming more of like a cult environment instead of...
From what I understand, that's the biggest argument people have with Freemasons is that it can border on cult-like with some of the practices that they do because they have like initiation rites and stuff like that. So I can see how it becomes a scare.
Yeah, but I mean... You also have the initiations and like rituals, not really rituals, within sororities and frat houses.
Yeah.
So
it's one of the best ways I saw it described was that stonemasons and like Freemason groups were essentially fraternities.
Yeah, okay.
So
makes sense.
It's like a college looking at them being like, y'all are too weird, stop.
It's like, stop that. And they were like, no, we're not. We're going to have our own place.
Yeah.
The rebellious teenagers.
Pretty much. So the lodge documents were passed to university authorities after a government went to investigate them. Because they were Roman Catholic in this area. So usually they had something to do with the government. Like the government was associated with Roman Catholic. So if it went against the church, they could enforce it. Because it's not like America.
I got you. Yeah.
Where we can just be like, but I don't believe in that. And they're like, oh, okay, we can't do anything.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So, how the initiation ritual went. Novices were initiated using a dog collar, and they had to scratch at the door to be let inside.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to wear a dog collar, and they had to scratch at the door.
That is like that's so humiliating.
Mm-hmm. They were also led 9 times around a carpet with symbols on it, while the other pugs of the order barked loudly to test them if they were steady, to see if they would respond at all while being led around in a circle on the carpet.
Were they on a leash?
It says they were led, so I'm pretty sure they were on some kind of rope. I don't know if they were tied together in like a line or anything. Do you know
if they had to be on all fours?
It did not say if they were on all fours or not, but that's still very demeaning. I would guess that they are because they had to bark and then scratch at the door.
Yeah. If they have to act like a dog.
Yeah.
Like forced to act like a dog.
The book that had all this information in it, because it's like I said, it's only in one book that they officially have, like, the rituals and what they did. The book itself didn't have that much in it. And that's the only reliable source that we have.
Probably because they're like, this is too weird. Like, no one needs to know about this. We don't need this to ever be a thing ever again. Like, just burn everything.
Probably.
Just no more. It's just, it gets weirder, doesn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So the novices, that's what they call them, the novices, the new people. They also had to kiss a porcelain pug's backside under its tail as a sign of devotion. Yeah.
At least it was a porcelain and not like a real dog, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They never did anything with like an actual dog, but it's still very strange.
This is a joke. This is...
It's a real thing.
This is...
Because they disbanded around whenever this book or whatever was put out exposing their secrets.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody wanted to write about it because they were embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just... And you know, like, the first people that created this whole thing, they didn't do that. They didn't do any of that. They didn't.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They were like,
they sat there. They thought of this.
We're going to have a guild in the memory of the pug. How are we going to, like, initiate people into it? Man, do I have a funny idea.
Like, what if we treat them, since we're all pugs here, we treat them like a dog?
It's so demeaning.
What's worse is, like, okay, maybe I could understand, like, the whole, like, if you're going for the dog thing, right? Like, all right, fine, whatever. And I could maybe understand this, like, you got to smell this dog's butt kind of thing. Like, oh, you got to be part of the dog, like, check them out, make sure they're all right, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's porcelain, so it doesn't matter. But kissing it?
Yeah.
Kissing?
Yeah.
No. Dude, I see dogs do that, and I'm just like, ew, gross, get that away. Like, don't do that. What is wrong with you?
Right, especially when they go up and they'll, like, stick their face right up in there, and you're like, stop, why are you doing this?
It's like, stop.
I know why, but it's still gross.
Like, you can check them out, whatever, he, she, whichever one the dog is checking out. Like, sure, fine, check up on them, but don't you dare just stick your whole nose right up on it. Like, stop that.
Right, so
it's
gross.
Like, quit that. So the fact that you have a whole order that's doing that, like, oh, come on. I think I would 100% leave. Right with the collar, honestly. I would not be part of this group whatsoever because I refuse to wear, like, a collar of any sort. That's just, no, I'm not your property. I'm not anybody's, like, thing.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Just weird.
It's like, you're not going to call me names here.
Mm-hmm. So the next thing that would happen is the hand of the person that was asking to be admitted into the order was placed by the masters, whoever was in charge of it, on either a rapier if you were a guy, or a mirror if you were a woman, and then they had to make a vow. So that's not bad. Yeah.
But that doesn't make any... I'll be honest, when you said rapier, if they were a male, and my head went straight in the gutter.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no. I meant like the little sword.
And, well, I was thinking like it was like code.
Oh,
like,
no.
Oh, but then you said mirror. I'm like, there's no way that can be code for anything else. So I'm like, okay, that's just weird. I don't understand. I don't understand why there's a difference.
I guess maybe because men are more prone for violence and then women are more for pride. Perhaps. That's the only thing I can think of.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. That's the only thing I could come up with for it. It didn't specify why. It just said it was different depending on what gender you were.
Oh, okay. I guess that kind of makes sense in what you say, yeah.
And then lastly, the initiate was asked to see the light, and they had a blindfold this whole time, by the way. So they removed their blindfold, and then members of the order stood around them in a circle, and they would hold either a rapier or a mirror, depending on who the initiate was, in one hand, and then a pug in the other. I'm not sure if it was an actual dog or another statue, but I'm guessing it was like a dog.
They have to have a live dog as their mascot somewhere in this group.
I just imagine there's this creepy ceremony where people are in robes and stuff, and you just hear a bunch of panting from the pugs, just like, hi.
It's like, oh my gosh, people. Yeah. I love people.
It'd be so cute.
That's the only cute thing.
Yeah, just the pug. But I love pugs. Pugs are so cute. So at the end of the Rococo period, I might be saying that wrong. I've always said it Rococo. But the end of that period, the initiate also underwent a ceremonial presentation of hand signals and slogans. So that's when they started adding in like different code language to each other.
All I'm thinking, since this Order of the Pug is like scratching the ear, wiping the paw, do a tail wag.
Oh my god.
Like, this is all that's coming in my mind. Like, maybe Sniff like doing this or like begging or whatever.
Like, that's how you say hi. You're like, hey.
No. It's a snap.
Bend and snap.
And then wag your tail.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not sure what the specific hand signals were, but they added that into their ceremony before it got disbanded. And the members of the order also carried a pug medallion that was made out of silver. So they would have a little medallion that had a dog face on it wherever they went.
Wow, they're committed.
Yeah, they really were. I think that's why the Catholic Church does not like groups like Freemasons, because they get really into their guild to where it borders on idolatry. That is one thing that was consistent that I saw throughout the articles, is that it borders on idolatry.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So, in 1745, which was before all of the group disbanded, the secrets of the order were exposed in a book that was published in Amsterdam, which included the ritual and 2 different engravings that illustrated the initiation.
Okay.
And from what I can tell, the group just kind of faded out.
I'm like, what else did they do? What did this Order of Pug, what were they for?
From what I understand, they were just born out of rebellion to the university.
That's it? You force a person to be a dog just to be part of this group, to just show loyalty to one another and like rebellious against the others? Like,
isn't that kind of what fraternities are, though?
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's why I don't understand fraternities and sororities. Like, if my children ever decide they want to do that, then I'll still support it, but I'm gonna be confused. Because I'm like, why do you want me to pay this money for you to be in this organization thing that's not going to help you academically?
Dude, I don't know. I know it can, like, make connections with people. Honestly, the only thing that I know about sororities is from Legally Blonde. Let me be clear. I know nothing about sororities or fraternities.
It's all that I know is from movies. So.
Yeah, only thing is from movies. That's all I got. That's the only references I have, and that it's Greek letters. That's it. In which I'm like, it doesn't interest me, I guess. I don't know.
I probably could ask questions, because one of my aunts actually is one of the people that's in charge of one of the sorority groups that's in different states.
Oh.
So, yeah, I could probably ask her some questions about it.
It's like, what is this?
So what is the point of a sorority? And I'm like, I mean this in the nicest way, but what is the point?
Right? It's like, what is it meant for? Like, I don't know. I'm a little curious. What is it?
Yeah, but that's basically all the information that they have on it. They don't have a lot more because the only reliable information they have is from that book.
I'm sorry if this offends anybody, but that's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
The Order of the Pug.
I mean, I told you. Dumb. I told you before we recorded that it's stupid. Today's is stupid. And I think I was right in promising you that it was stupid.
Yeah, no, you were right. Well, I'm very also like, if you're trying to be rebellious, was the whole initiation like to symbolize how they themselves are treated like dogs in society or something?
It could be.
Is it meant to illustrate something of that?
It could be. Basically, from what I read, because I looked up, one of the things I looked up was just what is Freemasonry, because it just described it as Freemasonry. And I'm like, okay, but what is that? I understand what Masonry is. What is the difference between Masonry and Freemasonry? Basically, Freemasonry promotes more free thought. So they're more like progressive than just Masonry groups where they're trying to have law.
I think they were also into astrology.
Yeah.
Group. Yeah.
And so then I had looked up why Catholics are not fans of Freemasonry, and they had said, consistently at least, that it had idolatry and it could lead you down the wrong path. So I understand.
Did this Order of the Pug be connected to? Like, how do you become a off branch of Freemasons?
It sounds like it's just as simple as at the time somebody just went, hey, I want to make a guild. Kind of like when you're at a college and you want to found a new club. There's a club for so many dumb things in college.
So this is just a pyramid scheme?
Yes. Yes.
That was a sharp yes. Look me in the eye.
Look me in the eye.
That's what it seemed like.
Oh, man. I could definitely do something about pyramid schemes. Like, what's that one with the leggings? LuLaRoe, I think.
Oh, Lululemon?
Yeah.
Oh, I know nothing about. I just know the brand.
There's a whole documentary on Amazon Prime about it.
Wow. All right.
But yeah, from what I understand, that's what it looks like. It's just a glorified fraternity, essentially.
All right.
With very strange rituals. Yeah.
I don't think I liked it.
Strange. I'm sorry that you didn't, but I just felt like I needed to share some strange information today.
Joke. I'm like, what? Why? What are some of like the initiations that happen? Are they that like demeaning for most of them? Like anybody that's in it? Like no, of any like initiation at all? Like
oh, I've heard some bad ones before. Like
jeez.
They have articles all the time about like this college kid got alcohol poisoning because they forced him to drink like a gallon of beer at the initiation.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all?
Okay, anybody that's watching that's in one of those things.
I hope that your initiation ritual wasn't stupid, because if it's something that can cause you harm, that is stupid.
Yeah.
You should not be willing to hurt yourself or endanger yourself just to be part of something. It's not worth your life.
No, but if they have you draw blood in any way, get out immediately.
Yes. Leave. Never return.
It's like report it to the police, probably.
Report to the police. Go visit a church, maybe. Go to church, be like, I have seen something.
Oh, but seriously, please take care of yourself. And it's like, that is like, it's not harmful to anybody, but at the same time, I'm like, that's so like,
it is borderlining on cult.
Yeah.
It's too strange.
It's very strange, and I have no idea what they even did as an order. Like, what was the purpose besides just saying,
I feel like it's just
screw all of
that
you
you're in there, yeah.
I'm like, that's bizarre and weird, and I don't know how I feel about it. Let me know what you feel about it.
If there's other orders, let me know. I'll look them up for y'all, because I'm sure there's also other very weird ones, because this might take the cake, honestly, in my opinion.
I'm just glad it wasn't a real dog.
Yes. I don't know if I'd want to talk about it if it was a real dog. I would read it and be like, you know what? Never mind. I think this notebook can go in the trash can now.
I'll just burn it. It's fine.
I come up here to record one day, and Tori's just like, so where's your notebook? I'm like, I had to burn it. He's like, what did you look up?
It's like I wrote it down, realized what I've done, and just threw it in a fire. I also have to get a new computer now.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
It's kind of extreme. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you for listening. If you made it all the way through this is awesome. Great.
Yes, thank you.
Tell us what you think. Tell us what other weird things have happened in your life. We'd love to hear it. I don't know if love is the correct word depending on what you have to say, but
yeah. If you were in a fraternity or a sorority and have weird initiations that did involve you getting hurt, please, I'd love to hear them, because I'm curious what they make y'all do.
Super creepy, like, I don't know, you had to like hold a puppet around and treat it like your long lost sibling or something. I don't know what people do. Let me know, even if it's like completely strange.
Right.
If you liked us, please give us a like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. We are starting to get onto actual podcast.
Yes,
sections.
We should. By the time this is uploaded, we should have audio up. Yeah. We have like a plan on how we're doing things because we get busy. So yeah,
we're slowly going. We're doing this for funsies, and we hope that you find it fun and entertaining. So here we are. But hopefully we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, Squidwards. Bye.